Welcome to the video that's going to show you how to apply a pathway to your Prezi. Prezi will present your information in the order that you want the audience to see it. And in order to do that, what we're going to do is apply a pathway to the different objects, the text and the images in Prezi. To start off with, we'll click on Edit Path. And this is going to give us a little gray menu where our slides will drop into. And when I say slides, I'm just numbering the different items that I want to appear in the presentation. So we're going to start with our title slide and just click. And you'll notice a number comes up next to it. And it also drops it over here in your slide order. Then you're going to go to your first hero's name, the statements, and the image of that hero. After you've done that, you're going to go to your second hero's name and do the same thing. Statements, image, name, statements, image, and finally you're going to end back to your title. And that's how you actually set a pathway for your audience to see your information. The cool part comes next. What we're going to do is go ahead and click on Done. We want to establish our pathway. And we're simply going to take our information and hide it in the image. What I mean by that is this. You can actually take the information and put it over your image. And I'm going to zoom in. When you move your mouse over here, you can zoom in. I'm going to click and drag. And I want to hide this information in the picture. And to do that, I can resize it. When I move my mouse outside the frame, I can angle it or swivel it if I want. And let's say I want to put it up against his forehead right here. And I'm going to make it super small so that when people first look at my presentation, they can't really see it. They can't really read the words. I'm going to do the same with my text. Now keep in mind, wherever you hide your information, the text letters need to be against a background that you can see the text. You don't want to put it over something that will hide that text so much because the colors are the same. I'm going to rotate this. And now I've hidden my information in the image. And I'm going to go to my next hero and do the same. One thing I came across as I was hiding my information was sometimes your information will appear to be layered. And so you'll see as I pull this name down, it goes behind the picture, and I don't want that to happen. So what you can do is right click on that object that you're trying to place in the picture. You want it to appear, so you want it to be on top. So I'm going to bring it all the way to the front. And when I go to move that text over that image, you'll see that it stays on top, and we can access that. We can see that information, or the audience can. So now that I've hidden all of my information within the image, remember that we actually added the pathway first, and there's a reason that we did that. If you don't do the pathway before you hide your text boxes in it, you will lose your text boxes, and you don't want to have to go back and redo those. So always make sure you apply your pathway before you move your text boxes around. Okay, that pathway will keep track of where your text boxes went. If your title is not in a picture like ours isn't, you can actually still move that. I'm going to bring that down and kind of pull it in to where it organizes it a little bit more together. But I don't want to touch my pictures or the text boxes on top of it, okay? And at this point, what you need to do, and always keep in mind, this auto saves, but you can click on this little button and make sure that you save it yourself, just to make sure you have all your changes saved. What we're going to do now is we're going to click on Present just to see what it looks like. When you click on Present, you can use these arrows or the arrows on your keyboard, and you can watch your presentation. and go through all of your heroes. Now I'm going to hit escape. And that concludes the video on applying your pathway and hiding your information in your Prezi.